spaghetti, insalatina, una tazzina di caffè, a malapena riesco a mandar giù. Invece ti ricordi che appetito insieme a te,
have a great grandma, and she's very good at cooking. So since I was a young girl, I started getting the passion for cooking. And now I'm trying to introduce you to probably the most common dress for pasta all around the world. So also the version that I'm going to present to you this night is a bit different from the original one, because the original one you should put wine and pork bacon. But since the culture here and religion some problems with wine and bacon, we've just taken them away, we forget about them for a moment, and we will try something different, a bit simpler, but as effective as the original one. Then, if you try it at home and you feel that something is missing, or you want more carrots inside or celery inside, any variation is possible. This is just the basic one that we are presenting this time. Basic ingredients of the Bolognese sauce: celery, 1 carrot, and 1 onion. And these are the things that should be put in the pan first with a bit of oil in order to be not fried, because the fire should be very low, but kind of steamed. So, share the cutting. You can cut whatever you feel like. And the pieces should be pretty small, if possible, that you have. We'll also find this thing that I found on the internet, actually. I didn't know about it, but apparently, since it's so imitated and so modified, a group of people with a passion of Bolognese cuisine actually registered the recipe of the Bolognese sauce. So it's kind of a controlled logo, trademark, I don't know how to call it. She was reminding me that Sophia Loren, who is one of the most famous Italian actresses, is performing in a film, and they are also making sort of Bolognese sauce. And the process is pretty long. So in this film, it looks as if it actually takes about a couple of days in order to get a good Bolognese sauce. It should take about a couple of hours. So this night we just have a synthesis, like a short version. But I prepared some at home, 2 hours, so we're going to taste it at the end of the lesson. And it's supposed to get the same level. And I think the fact of associating the beauty of Sophia Loren with an activity that is like cooking has also some meaning, because they say cooking, a good meal can be highly seductive. They always say one of the best ways of enchanting a man is being able to cook well. I don't know if it works, but I think it's still an asset. So this is the cut vegetables. Very simple. We're going to put some olive oil, please, not corn oil, just olive oil. Very low flame. It's supposed to be extremely low, and a good cover, because the vapor of the vegetables is going to help the vegetables to cook. I'm going to tell you something else that you will also find in the papers, but it's interesting, is that if you go to Italian restaurants around the world, usually they dress with the Bolognese sauce spaghetti. Spaghetti, are these long type of pasta. And the fun thing is that in Italy, nobody would cook spaghetti with Bolognese sauce. It's very weird when you go out and you find in the menu spaghetti alla Bolognese. The most typical pasta to prepare the Bolognese with is called tagliatelle. And it can look a bit like spaghetti, but it's first of all homemade. And second of all, they are as if they were flattened spaghetti, and they are prepared in a completely different way. So first of all, you have to prepare the dough and make it very thin, and then you roll it and you cut them. Whereas the spaghetti in the factories are just you get the dough and you push it through special stamps, and they just get out like this. And one of the reasons why spaghetti are not used with Bolognese sauce is that spaghetti are very long, and when you roll them, like all the sauce stays at the bottom of the pan. So what's the meaning of having a good sauce if you can't enjoy it with the pasta? So usually what they use, if they don't have tagliatelle, is either maccheroni, like the short ones with the hole, and you can also use some kind of, well, everything that has got holes, it works well because the sauce gets inside, and it's very nice to have the combination of the two together. At the end, you should add parmesan, like original parmesan dried cheese. But I mean, it's not a must. Like, for example, like I'm a strange Italian, I don't like parmesan at all, so I never put it on the Bolognese sauce. Some also add a bit of chili at the end of the cooking. It's also possible, but in the original recipe, it's not one of the ingredients. If you only put tomato sauce, you can also put garlic. You add a bit of garlic at the beginning and a bit of garlic at the end, just fresh garlic. Then every region has different types of dressings. Like in the south of Italy, they use a lot aubergines, Bézignane. Some other areas, they put a lot of courgettes inside. It's like very adaptable. What's common, I would say, is like this steamed basis of onion and something else, and the tomato sauce. Most Italian dressings have tomato sauce. One exception that we're going to prepare while the meat is cooking is pesto alla Genovese. Also the fact that there are names like Bolognese is from Bologna, Genovese is from Genova, which is another city, tells you something about the variety of styles of cooking of the different areas in Italy. The Genovese sauce is called also pesto. This is also kind of strange because it's very famous because it uses basil. And basil in Genova is a very special and like typical thing. They have basil with very small leaves and very tasty. It works well also with normal basil, but basil is the best ingredient to do it. Like if you do it with something else, it looks like pesto, but it's not actually pesto. In order to have the best results, you should wait until the onion is completely transparent. And they told me, I haven't checked it personally, but they told me that in Maison Thomas in Zamalek, it's also possible to get very good beef bacon. Like it's like fumed spicy beef meat. And they told me that it's all right to put it like as a substitute in the Bolognese. I didn't have the time to go and check because I'm also working, so I just got normal minced beef. Usually the proportion is about 2/3 of beef meat simple and 1/3 either pork meat if you want or bacon, like beef bacon. That would be like the best balance. Also for lack of time, and because we just had one stove, if you want to call it like this, I bought like tomato sauce already in the packet, which is good and easy and comfortable to use. If you want to do it the way my grandma does it, you should take tomatoes, even if they're soft, they are fried. You make some water boil. When the water boils, you just turn off the fire. You put the tomatoes inside for about 3-4 minutes, and they start getting cracks in the peel. So you can easily peel them. So you take them out, peel them. You cut them into small cubes, and before you add the meat to the vegetables, you add also the tomatoes, and you wait until they are like mashed completely. Like, so it gets pretty much the same result of the concentrated sauce. The taste is a bit fresher, I would say, but you need more time and, of course, at least 2 sauces, because only one is good.
So pesto is really from Genoa?
Genoa, yeah.
And they're world famous?
Yeah.
How is it that there is an academy? Like you said, like there's an academy?
The cooking academy, yeah. I think Italians are very flexible, but they're very proud of the way they cook. So in order to preserve the tradition of Italian cooking, there is also an academy for Italian cooking.